What's going on, Flyers fans? It's your boy, Sal G. And if you're just tuning in, the Flyers just won in overtime and beat the Nashville Predators 3-2 in Nashville. What's going on, everyone? It's Sal G. We're on It's a Wrap Sports. It's Clear the Ice. I'm hyped up. I feel like I'm losing my voice. I don't know why, because I was just watching the game by myself and I wasn't screaming, but I feel like I'm losing my voice. So here we are, the Flyers. Fly till you die, baby. Fly till you die. Never say die. Never say quit with the Flyers. I mean, if you watched the first, let's see, 99% of the game, 95% of the game, it was a poop fest. The Flyers looked like they had an early Thanksgiving and crushed the turducken before game time because they looked slow. They looked outmatched. It didn't look good for the team, and they were playing a Nashville Predators team that has a worse record than the Flyers. Now the Predators were supposed to be better, I guess, on paper than their record indicates. They did sign stud, probably Hall of Fame player Steven Stamkos, who played 17 seasons in Tampa Bay, and it's his first season in Nashville. And Stamkos has got to be saying, "What the hell did I sign up for here?" But he probably got a bag of money, so that's all good, I guess. All right. Well, make sure you check us out here. Please like, share, and subscribe so you can get all this hotness from It's a Wrap Network, from Clear the Ice, from your boy Sal G, directly to your feeds, your friends' feeds, everybody's feeds, your enemies. I don't care. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. A lot to be thankful for the Flyers tonight, I guess. A lot to be thankful for. Be thankful for Sean Couturier. Be thankful for Morgan Frost, and be thankful for Alexei Kolosov because he had himself a pretty good game tonight. All right, guys. Well, the Flyers were in Nashville, and yes, it is the home of Hawk Tua, but also the home of the Nashville Predators. And is it country music, right? A lot of country music there in Nashville. I got to go there one day. I heard it's a fun place to hang out at. So nice nightlife, lots of live music, probably every bar you walk into. So even I saw the intermission had a live band playing uh, in Nashville there on the ice. So on the benches during the intermission. But so how about Sean Couturier? Three straight goals, 3 straight games with goals. Tonight with the game winner in overtime seals the deal for the Flyers. As Jim Jackson said, Captain Clutch, with that toothy smile of his, or non-toothy smile. Sean Couturier does it. I mean, these Flyers, I don't know how they do it. They won tonight. They had lost 3 of their last 4 games, and this is their first game after they just finished a 5-game homestand, and they finished 2-3, I believe, in that 5-game stand. No, I'm messing this up. Whatever it is, it wasn't a winning record, I don't think. Anyway, I got to go look that up. But they just finished a 5-game homestand. And let's break it down, guys. Let's get into this here. How are you all feeling tonight? Having a good night, I hope. Don't go too crazy tonight. There's a lot of cops out there waiting to pull people over. So if you're partying at the bar, your buddy's house, watching the game, having a couple cocktails, be safe, guys. Whatever you do, police are out there in full force. What was I trying to look at? Oh, Travis Konecny. He had another point in this game. He had an assist. So Konecny now has points in 10 of his last 11 games, 6 goals, 11 assists. So he's a house of fire right now. And I mentioned that the Flyers are coming in losing 3 of their last 4 games, so it's nice for them to get a win. Nashville had lost 5 of their last 7. So Nashville, not a good team. I have them at 7, 12, and 4 at the moment. If that is, I believe that is an up-to-date standing. And if it's not, then with the loss tonight, they will be 7, 13, and 4. Sometimes when I'm looking at the computer here, man, it doesn't give me the right stats real time. Sometimes got to wait for a while to refresh. But computer problems, man, from an IT guy, it's just the way it goes, right? Isn't it ironic? First period. So let me just the theme of this game for the most part, right? It was the way I was looking at it is the Flyers seem to be on penalty kill from the majority of the game, and I'm talking about when they were just on 5-on-5. It just seemed like they were on penalty kill. They couldn't generate any offense. Every time the Flyers were trying to make a stand, make a run, it just always seemed like there was like 5 guys already down there for Nashville. It was crazy. The Preds already had like a bunch of guys waiting to, defend the Flyers. The Flyers, for the most part, seemed to be in the defensive zone for the majority of the game. I don't know what the puck handling time is for both teams, but I assume Nashville had way more uh, time of possession with the puck than the Flyers did. I mean, it just constantly seemed to be in the offensive zone. If they were a better team, the Predators should have won this game. I mean, the way I watched this game, especially in the second period, they had opportunities to score some goals. They hit a couple off the post. Maybe that's indicative of their record. It's 7, 12, and 4. They're just not a good team. They had opportunities to close the Flyers out, and they couldn't do it. It was surprising the Flyers were even able to come back and win this game because, like I said, they look sluggish. They look slow. I mean, the Predators look like a Stanley Cup team out there against the Flyers tonight. The Flyers looked that bad. Hard to sugarcoat. Hard to sugarcoat. If you pour syrup on poop, it don't make it pancakes. And that's what this game was like. Syrup on poop. First period, Flyers only had 6 shots. It stinks. Nashville had 10. 5:28 left, or 5:28 into the first period. Double penalties. You had 4-on-4 hockey action. You had Ryan Paling with the trip, and then you had Luke Evangelista with, it's also listed as a trip, but I believe he had a dive, or they called it, forgot what the call was, something about intentional diving or something like that. But they both labeled as tripping. Maybe it was Paling who dove. I don't know. And Angelista who tripped. One of the guys faked tripping, and the other guy tripped, but they both got trippings. But in 6:57 in the first period, Predators get their first goal. Roman Josi, who had a great game tonight, he was all over the place. It was his first ever goal he scored against the Flyers, put the Predators up 1-0. Josi was coming around like on a wraparound shot. Puck went off a Sanheim stick into the net. So that was a bad break for the Flyers there, but bad break for Kolosov. Alexandre Carrier with the save, or with the assist, excuse me. So it was a wraparound shot, went off the stick of Sanheim. Is a tough break there. And Travis Konecny, third in the NHL in points over the past month. 22 points for Konecny. So nice job, Trav. He is our best player on the team, right? I mean, Mishkov will no doubt be that player eventually, but Konecny right now, he's our best all-around player. I mean, you'd have to agree, right? Just what he does with the goals. I mean, I think he's a great two-way player. Power play, speed, good in overtime too. TK. Flyers come right back to tie it up. 12:48 in the first. Flyers goal. Scott Lawton, his first career goal against the Predators. Also his first goal in 18 games. So nice to see him on the board. Assist by Ryan Paling. Lawton also had a funny goal. It seemed to get the goal off the left post. In between the goalie, the puck kind of just trickled into the net. I didn't even see it. I don't even know how it went in. I watched a bunch of replays. I still couldn't see how it got in. It must have just got in between the post and and the goalie there on the goalie's right side there. But yeah, weird bounces winning in that, so there had to be something going on there. But Flyers tied it up. Nashville though comes back in the second period. Oh man, I'm all over the place. Flyers scored in the second period. That was the second period there. No, shoot, man. All right, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Nashville scored again in the first. Ryan O'Reilly scores 16-18. Bad coverage by the Flyers on that one. Left the player open. Uh, Ryan O'Reilly got the goal. Gustav Nyquist and Brady Ski got the assist. A pass by Nyquist, and O'Reilly one-timed it. He was wide open on that shot. Put the Preds up 2-1. And just again, the theme of the game, the Flyers just outmatched, having issues clearing the puck, turnovers in their defensive zone. I mean, they were playing in their defensive zone. Most of the night, it seemed like there were multiple times where the Flyers lines were exhausted, where guys were on the ice for 2+ minutes. They just couldn't get a goalie a stoppage. They couldn't clear the puck out of the zone. Bad. Still in the first period there, just shout out to former Flyer Luke Shen. It's 3,448 hits noted in the game. In the NHL is the most by an NHL defensive player all time. And as time expires in the first period, we have LaRue cross-checks Mishkov, and then you have Sanheim come right in and says, I'm not having any of that crap. Comes right in, lays into a guy. He ends up getting a penalty, but you like to see the guys stick up for their players, especially Mishkov. You can't let guys push him around. It seems that now that he's in the NHL with the big boys, he's going to get tested quite a bit. You know, he's 19, 20 years old. Did he turn 20 yet? I don't think so. Can't go drinking tonight, though, Matvey. Sorry about that, bud. But Samheim got the roughing call, LaRue with the cross check. Then the second period started with 4-on-4 hockey action because of the penalties at the end of that period. And then a minute into the period, we have Michkov got a roughing penalty. So it ended up being 4-on-3. 4-on-3 for the Preds. Mishkov was also sticking up for his guy. It was a weak call. Mishkov kind of just face rubbed the guy. And, he got a roughing call for that. Kind of weak, but whatever. Still, glad he stuck up for his guys. Glad it didn't cost them. Flyers were able to kill that penalty. Flyers penalty kill 85.5%. It's tied for third in the NHL. And again, just notice that Nashville just keeps spending time on the defensive zone, especially in this period. Huge saves from Kolosov during the penalty kill, during the 4-on-3, 5-on-4. He looked good. He looked really good. Shout out to him. He had himself a good game. Owen Tippett had an opportunity for a spinorama backhand shot on goal. I swear it was reminiscent of the goal I was in attendance for last year at the Wells Fargo Center, where Tippett had a spinorama play just like that, but that ended up going into the net. Of course, I'm talking to my buddy as the goal happens, and I missed it live, and I was right there. I had to watch it on the replay in the stadium. It was kind of crazy. But it reminded me of that. He couldn't score, but that was a hell of a spinorama backhanded shot. There's a lot of force behind that shot too. It would have been cool if that went in. Owen Tippett, man, the new was it Rocket Richard there. All right, shots on goal in the second period. Not much better for the Fly guys. 7 shots, and Nashville had 9. Not so good. Not so good. One thing I noted in this game, though, as bad as the Flyers were, they were up right there hitting the Predators, checking them into the boards. Some big hits, especially from Rasmus Ristolainen. He had a few big hits in the game. I mean, the Predators are plus 188 in hit differential. That's plus 188, number one in the NHL. That's a crazy number. I believe the Flyers were like at 50. That's not as good, obviously, right? But they were hitting right up there with the Nashville. So that was good to see. Again, just noticing in the second period and throughout the game, Flyers on their heels, constantly playing defense, backpedaling, trying to get back, stopping the odd man rushes. It's just constant, constant, constant pressure. If it were a better team, Flyers should have got smoked tonight. No doubt about it. In the third period, this is where Flyers come to life and save themselves. Fly till you die, baby. Every time this team's down, man, they just keep fighting. And say what you will about John Tortorella if you don't like him, but he is the coach for this team. This team plays, you know, from the first second of the period to the buzzer at the end of the period. They play to the end. They play to that final horn. They kick butt, and I give them a lot of credit. Even though they're not the best team, they have each other's backs. There's camaraderie there, and that's what you like to see. In the third period, Morgan Frost early on took a big hit. He was lying on the ice for a bit, hunched over when he was on the bench. Didn't look good for him. Luckily, he was able to come back because he made the Preds pay later on in the period. But in the third period, you had 8 shots on goal by the Flyers. You had 6 by Nashville. So they actually outshot Nashville in that period. And then a total for the third period was 21 shots on goal to Nashville's 25. And the stat they put up, fly till you die. Flyers lead NHL with 6 comeback wins. 6 coming back wins, baby. Yeah. Yeah. All right, sorry. I was mentioning like I was one of the notes I already read. I was talking about the how the Flyers always seemed like they were on the penalty kill even when it was on 5-on-5. It just seemed like they were constantly outmanned, even though it was even side hockey. The best pressure for the Flyers was late in the game, and that's where it counts. Play to the end and put that pressure on, and maybe one slips through, and that's what happened here. Flowers. I want to say the Flowers, but they're not the Flowers. They're the Flyers. Flyers power play. They had too many men on the ice. So at that point, 17:37 left. They go empty net. So they go 6-on-4. Flyers, when the power play 16.9%, 24th in the league. The Predators are the top penalty kill in the NHL, 90.5%. Did it matter? No. Morgan Frost comes back for revenge. Morgan Frost gets his goal. Tip-in goal. Tied the game 2-2. Less than 12 seconds left in the game, guys. Less than 12 seconds. Morgan Frost comes through, scores back-to-back games for Frost. And then we go to overtime, baby. 3-on-3 hockey action, yo. Mishkov on the breakaway had a chance to win it, but it hit the post. It hit the post. He was denied. And then Sean Couturier, Captain Clutch, with a goal. 3rd straight game with a goal. 7th career overtime win. And your assist by Travis Konechny. Flyers win. Flyers kick butt. Flyers are awesome. They didn't look awesome in this game. This game was mostly doo-doo, folks. But the Fly guys, 10-10-3. That's what I got them at right now. If that's right or not. Let's hit these comments out. Comments out, baby. Barbara, how you doing? She says, woohoo! That's right, Barbara. Woohoo. The Flyers did it. Flyers next play Friday at home. Afternoon matinee game, 1 p.m. Eastern time. What's going on, Chris? It's my boy Chris. We text hockey all the time. Goal horn. That goal horn is from the best hockey game ever created, NHLPA 93, Sega Genesis. I played many, many hours of that game all throughout my life. Barbara says, made my Thanksgiving a happy one. And that's great, Barbara. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope everybody watching and listening has a great Thanksgiving. It's going to be a great night for sleep. I can tell you that. I know, Chris. I didn't think the Fly. I'm not going to lie. No, when Frost tied the game and they went to overtime, I said they were going to win. But when he hit the post, I was like, but then Coots. It was a lot of posts hitting this game from both sides. I mean, more so by Nashville. They might have had 4 off the post. Amateur night, Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's what the police call it, right? And yeah, Chris, me and you used to be parts of those amateur nights, I think. But not anymore. We know better now. That's right. Syrup on poop. You never heard that expression? You put syrup on poop just because you put syrup on poop does not make it pancakes. That's right. O'Connor, O'Hara, O'Reilly. That's right, baby. O'Reilly. O'Reilly didn't matter because we still won the game. See that, dude? I got my own jingles here, bro. Yeah, guys. I think that's it, man. It's going to wrap it up for me. But before we do that, show you this right here. The Clear the Ice lineup featuring. I'm in a Matty B sandwich there. You got Matty B on bookends and me right in the middle. I'm going tomorrow, Friday. I got the Black Friday game at home against the New York Rangers. Oh man, those are the old school. Man, I'm the Rangers and the Flyers. Man, that was a rivalry, man. Messier, Wayne Gretzky played for a spell there. Remember that? I'm on Friday, and then Matty B's going on Saturday. Flyers got back-to-back games, but that's all right. Because all of a sudden, it seems like we got some goaltending. Hey, man, I want Sam Ersson back. And another thing, I want Tony Dick back, man. One of the things I was saying in this game was, how could they send that guy down? I know, I'm sure it's all about contracts and stuff. Able to send him down. Some other guys like Noah Cates, maybe you can't do that with. Man, Anthony Richard brings some speed. He has a nose for the net. I like that guy up here. I think he should be up here. Torts didn't want to send him down, but with Cam York coming back, looked like he didn't have a choice. So unfortunately, he was the odd man out. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see Richard, Tony Dick back up here again soon. And let me see here. We got another comment. Oh, thanks, brother. Chris saying happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Now I'm just not going to the bars on Thanksgiving Eve because that just spells trouble for your boy here. So I'm just staying home, staying in. Maybe I'll crack one open right after here. But I just want to show this to you guys, give you a little taste of what's coming up. Philadelphia Eagles post-game show. The Birds Flyby. Come on and check it out. We'll have it right after the Ravens game on Sunday. You know that's going to be a heck of a game. The number one offense in the Baltimore Ravens versus the number one defense in the Philadelphia Eagles. The irresistible force meets the immovable object. What's going to happen, guys? We're going to see. Check it out Sunday. But, man, that's it for me tonight. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Make sure you give us a like. Please share and subscribe to the channel here. I'll catch you next time, guys, on the Flyers. Clear the ice. Talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so yo. Everybody know I'm you know when the click through. Then it's about to be a slow beat.